Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. In today's episode, we are going to be finding ourselves, hopefully with another ancestral trinket in hand by the time everything is said and done. Long Mission in the Weald offers us the opportunity to pick up the Ancestor's lantern. I'd say this is worthwhile, and we don't really have too much else to be doing. We've got a couple of our other characters, namely Budai here, getting his stress reduced, as is certainly necessary. We might even need to... Well, you know what? Deviant Taste and Known Cheat are actually, like, the best kind of negative quirks to let lock in. Those sort of things that maybe just restrict him from where he could de-stress. So we might just let those stand as they are. But he'll be back up and running in a week or so, and we'll be able to get him back out on the trail. In the meantime, I think this crew should be just fine. We've got like a frontline bounty hunter with brawler's gloves. Should be able to get some serious work done. The only character we're missing from like a marking party is the arbalist in the back. Instead, we're taking along an extra Hellion. I like the second rank Hellion. I really like if it bleeds. It's just really solid damage with a decent status effect stacked on top of it. Like, it just has reduced crit chance over her just straight damage attack, so I'm pretty okay with that. I think this party should be just fine. And with 8,000 gold, we have got plenty of stuff. Again, just give me a way to grab it all, if I may. Oh well. Also, well, needs like lots of shovels. I'm gonna go with lots of shovels. And then like a full mix of both bandage and anti-venom. Medicinal herbs, not so important. We can run into beast carcasses for additional food. Skeleton keys I don't really think matter. Holy water I don't really think matters. We can bring so many torches, but I don't think we're going to need them. I'm going to go a little bit light, hopefully to mean that we go a little bit dark and are able to grab some additional loot. We'll have 3 spaces right off the bat. We'll try to use our dog treat sooner rather than later, and maybe go for like an early camp. Not just like a straight away kind of camp, but like as soon as every character's got a little bit of stress or a little bit of HP lost, we might try to do a campfire at that point just to grab a few early buffs.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
And I'd say we get a decent enough start. We just need to do a little bit of backtracking. It could be way worse. We could like start in effectively the middle of the map. And of course we wander right into a trap straight away, because that's the kind of people we are. And a pack that love it is quick to loot on his own. I am going to leave that there. I'm going to try not to fill up right away on food. And maybe we can get an extra slot out of the way first. Okay, so these guys are not any sort of pushovers. I'm going to go ahead and mark him straight away. And then I don't think this is dog treat worthy. Ooh, I may regret that though. But we do want to get these guys out of the way like quick, fast, and in a hurry. Man, 2 misses on our first turn are super unfortunate. Oh great, that marks and stress and rain of blight. Okay. So many good things are happening to us. Oh. Well, at least the dodges are equal opportunity dodges, and just as we were missing them, they missed us with at least the most important thing, the tree branch smackdown. Awesome. Okay, let's see. 7 to 11. Not quite enough to get it done. She is bleeding now. Okay. And if those attacks would have landed on the first turn, I would have been, like, so much happier. Unfortunately, they did not, so I was not.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. I don't feel like taking 20 points worth of blight damage, so I'm probably going to want to do something about that. That's not great for us. But
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
that kills both of them. He is no longer getting the bonus from Brawling Gloves, but I feel like the wasted turn of moving him around would probably not be worth it. Let's try for a stun here. Awesome. And then if the rest of our attacks just land in kind, I think we'll be totally fine with this guy.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Gonna try for the second stun. Not surprised that we didn't get it though. Other options would have been Hound's Harry, a fairly poor attack choice if we're only going to be hitting one guy with it. Can't quite get him. Ow. Okay, so we can't quite get him with our lead. So let's see if we could stall for just a second to maybe land a weird reconstruction on our friend here. Oh, that is so good. Okay, and things totally work themselves out.
Their cursed champion falls.
Really good damage rolls there. Okay, and we'll get everybody back in their rightful spots. And man, oh man, is that plenty of stress. I'll tell you what. Since we packed all this extra food, we're gonna do something like that.
In radiance, may we find victory.
And then we'll probably camp in that room.
Watch your step.
Like right back here on our way back out. Yeesh. Of course, all it's really gonna take is us running into one stressful enemy. Okay, thankfully that did not happen. I felt like a single, like, stressful incantation probably would have been enough to push him over the edge. Not sure how I feel about it, like, not switching back when you start moving. I actually kind of enjoyed that as just, maybe because I've gotten so used to it, but I would often take advantage of not having to make the extra
Circle
clip.
in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Is 10 stress worth 8 food? 10 stress worth 6 food. I'm gonna go with the yes. Maybe a little bit wasteful, but maybe we'll just have like one reduce stress, and then everybody else can buff up. So what do we want to do here? We've got 9. I'd say that's worth it. And then accuracy and crit. Let's go with the improved scouting. Over the course of the dungeon, I think that's going to pay off. And then accuracy and crit up here. So, like, not the greatest of buffs, all things considered, but we did take care of at least Lovett's stress level, which was kind of getting out of
Secrets and wonders can
control.
be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
And I really feel like I have been getting ambushed while camping way more often than I used to. It feels like just an every single time kind of thing at this point. You know what? That is probably worth it with all that bleed, certainly. Take an 8. I'll take 6 more. I could do like 1 more Hound's Harry. From up front, you don't do the mostest damage.
A devastating blow.
Unless you crit, and then never mind. I never said anything bad about the amount of damage you can do. Ugh. Love it. Why are we targeting Love It? You know, this is a perfect opportunity to use breakthrough. Oh wow!
The onslaught.
Destroy
Behold
them
the unquenchable fire of the stars. Of course, we are in pitch black, so maybe the super critting is to be expected. Ugh. So much damage. You know, it's probably worth it to save that.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
It
The
didn't.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
It didn't completely undo our camping, but wow, Lovett certainly took a lot of HP damage off of that battle. Not my favorite thing in the world, but maybe we can get a little bit back with 10 food. Yeah, that'll help. See, something like that, and it's basically ready to go again. Not too bad anyway. All right. Again, so what are they getting? Accuracy and accuracy with crit. She gets a damage up against large enemies. Okay. Not the greatest of buffs, but it is something.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
We do have a fairly large journey ahead of us yet, though. And I've been burning through bandages quite a bit faster than I was expecting.
Dazed, reeling,
Kidding me.
about to break.
Really? Okay.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Yeah,
blossoms.
that's what I expected. 22. I'd say there is no way he gets out of here without a stress check. And I don't have the highest of hopes for a stress check going well. But, you know, the occasional powerful does crop up. I would certainly not say no to it here.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Okay. Not so bad. So at least take care of one aspect of you. I don't want you to be the guy that's both dying and freaking out at the same time. Like, one or the other, that's one thing, but both, just no. Also... Okay. Nothing I really need to do here, so we're just gonna stall for a turn, try for as much healing as we can, like things like that. Totally what I needed. Again, we'll just throw marks all around.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Especially if that's the only action we're gonna take. Okay.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. Grave digging does pay off sometimes. We get one more slot, like so. I should probably use our dog treat sooner rather than later. Okay. And empty room. Good scout. Very good scout. Especially because there is a lot of stuff coming up that I would like to have known about. Okay. So we've got a handful of fights. Corrupted Giant. Is he worth... Is he worth using a dog treat on? I don't think so. I think with Bone Militia out in front, I can probably afford to just crush these guys in single
Their
hits.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
A little something like that. Yeah. And then he'll get this action, but then maybe I can lock him down.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Not if I get shuffled. Maybe I can just lock him down with Ooh, with stuns? Is it worth moving up? I'm gonna say it's not, and that I should just be trying to kill him as quickly as possible, especially if I do 27 on my 14 of 27s.
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
54? Really? Oh boy. How far back do I need to get you? I need to get you to the third slot. Man. You know what? She can heal herself. That's fair. So, you know, let's instead just, like, get this guy under control. Perfect. We left him with 1 HP. And then he could guard as long as she takes
The bigger the
her
beast,
turn first.
the greater the glory.
Everything would be fine. Of course, she did not take her turn first. We'll get her a little snack, and then 775 gold.
The light, the promise of safety.
We'll say that's worth burning a torch and a half. Also, I may want to get rid of citrine or a drifter's buckle before too long. Oh man, just let my party be in the order I want my party to be in. Oh man, that death store recovery though. So bad. A single attack for all of her HP. Let's let you go rooting around in an old tree. Sounds like the kind of thing we'd send a hound for. And we'll just leave the jade. Okay. Brace yourself. Infamous bloodletter. I kind of want to save... Man, but that blanket fire. I kind of want to save the dog biscuit for the next time we run into a really bad stress battle. Like, I think that that's the thing that's going to do the most to us. Wow. And he resisted all of the things. 2 HP is also not what I need to see there. Dodges are what I need to see there, though. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. You know what? Start the bleed train on the infamous bloodletter here. Great dodges. Okay.
A hand's
Wow.
breadth from becoming unwound.
Oh, please don't go first. Okay. It's going to take 15 bleed. The critical hit for a ton of damage. And his stress is inching ever closer.
Powerful blow.
Okay. Somehow I still prioritize the Fusilier back there as, like, the most dangerous, even though he did effectively nothing to our party in this entire fight. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to take 30 damage to bleed, so that's probably important. Let's just miss completely. Okay. 14. Heal for 0. Yeah. To all of you who encouraged me to get rid of the Surgeon's Charm, that it was basically worthless on our occultist, I totally agree. I should have done that.
Prodigious
Okay.
size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Now then, burn that. Start a new stack. Ancient coffins. What do ancient coffins need? Class, who remembers? Because I do not. It's all good. It's either the worst thing it is nothing. So it's most likely loot, or a positive quirk. Let's let you deal with that. Hidden treasure. Blah. Not very good loot. But loot, you know, I mean, it's something. Okay. This way is the way. Might want to use a little bit of this food for HP purposes. Got 1 stack, which hopefully is enough for a camp. Plus, your stress is a lost cause, I think.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay, so weird choice, but I think this is where I'm going to use my dog treat. And these guys are, I mean, they're no pushovers. So I think that's the right choice. I want to get rid of her, like, ASAP. I think a dog treat plus... He's 28.
Well
Lovely.
struck.
Okay. I think the dog treat is warranted there. It's like, it's not the greatest battle for it, but as the longer I can string out Lovett's whole situation, I think the better for him. I'm really hoping for like better hits from stuff like that. Of course, beggars can't be choosers. And he's our lowest HP. My skin burns. I'm sorry, your skin burns, pal. We'll take care of you. And then... Oh, but then if it bleeds, can't hit there.
A singular strike.
Of course, critical strike is totally okay, too. Alright. We're probably going to want to get rid of 9 damage as well. We could just heal it away, but we're probably also going to want to use the anti-venom there.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And how quickly our inventory space has cleared itself up. Okay. Without a bandage on a mummified corpse, like what is... It's 40% blight. Okay. Probably should stay clear of that then. Forward, I agree. Considering so many of the options. Okay. Hi, Mr. Corrupted Giant. Oh, yay, we surprised them. Actually not a huge fan of the surprising them. Purely from a... Let's try for a stun here. Purely from a I would rather them not go twice in a row type perspective.
Masterfully executed.
Hopefully, though... Oh, if that would have connected. We could have gotten both of the dogs before they had a chance to do things like that to us. Yeah, that is 15 bleed that I'm not going to be able to get rid of. Actually, never mind. She can Adrenaline Rush, right? She does have Adrenaline Rush. I hope. Maybe. Possibly. Need to do damage to you. Let's go with the Vulnerability Axe. Okay. We just need a little bit of damage on him. So, I think that works just fine. And the Adrenaline Rush is probably the right decision there. It would prevent 12 more damage from coming in.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
I swear this party cannot remain in the right order. Yeah. There's no shame in folding early. I like to keep my winnings.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I mean, there's a little bit of shame in folding early. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to say early at the end of it. You would just call it folding. Okay. Blah. 12? I mean, that's something. It's only going to get worse. Hopefully we can get rid of him before he has another opportunity to act. With only 33 HP, 20 now. I don't think we can, actually. 135, 64. Try for the other stun. We land it because somebody is looking out for us. Oh,
Victory.
great.
Perhaps the turning point.
Okay. I'm actually pretty happy with the medicinal herb. Like, I would love to find another corpse on the road, maybe pick up some extra food, as HP has been a bit of a problem throughout. Ancient coffins. Also just generally good. Okay. A little bit of gold never hurt anybody. Okay. Stress. Seriously. Okay, well, you know, maybe he's a better leader of this party than I am. Alright. Stress is below 100 again, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, that does nothing to get rid of his fearful status. And we've got a long way left to go. Okay. But we're gonna be fine, because that's what we do. Okay. That's actually awful, because Escape Cloud is awful. Well, unless we both resist it. No! I agree. You should always say no to poisonous clouds. They are not your friend. And you should not play in them. I super want you out of this, so that is going to do it. Awesome. Okay. I think things are going to be actually fine. We should get a little bit of time to heal her up, which is great. We'll focus down the guy who's currently marked, which is also great. Wow. We actually, you know what? Not quite enough. I was hoping for a little bit more damage on him. But ultimately it didn't matter. It really didn't matter. Okay. Well, that's fine. Get a few turns to heal. And we can now ignore the one that's marked, so... Man, that protection, though. Okay, one more, and I think that basically seals both their fates. Oh, it doesn't. He was going to get another turn. Apparently I did not do my math correctly there. That's fine. That's extra fine. For the chance of stress relief? Yep. Another medicinal herb.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay. We still have no bandages, so I'm just going to skip over that. Even though the last time it actually turned out surprisingly well. I don't love this party composition. Mostly I'm thinking about what's going to happen. I have to take down the fungal bombards. I can't leave them like the entire fight to just sit back here and mercilessly attack me. I'm not super in love with the ectoplasm just hanging out and attacking me while I do it, but I think they're both the their damage to health ratio is such that it makes more sense to kill them quickly. And the worst thing that happens is these guys bring out cohesive ectoplasms, and I can deal with those. Is 8 enough? 4? It's not quite enough. Don't must retreat. You're trinket. No. Be in the first position. Okay. Well then, if you want to do it that way, See, if you'd had a plus 25% damage bonus, that wouldn't have happened. He would have died. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay. I really have no opportunity to try to rearrange them either. Especially if you're not, or if you're just going to be stunned, then it makes basically no sense. These, lovely. And then one of these, extra lovely. Alright, he's probably going to invite friends to the party. It would be cool if that didn't summon someone when he missed. I would enjoy that. Okay. Apparently complaining about the odor is a dungeon faux pas and will totally stress out all of your companions. Alright, he's going to take the perfect amount of damage. And then I guess that's all we really can do. We should probably have healed level.
Size has no intrinsic merit, unless
Especially
inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Especially if they're going to continue to attack him. You know what? I probably think that guy is harmless enough that I can afford to get 15 HP back from that. Okay. Not too bad.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I don't think not too bad qualifies as overconfidence, like if we're going to be technical here. Yeah, let's... This is Wicked Hack. He gains Blackjack. I'm going to swap them around for a sec. We're going to try that combo for at least the next hallway or so. Alright, man, these have been some brutal, like, frequency of fights here.
Impressive.
Some dungeons you wander around, never encountering anything. This has not been one of them. I love occasionally catching like one of the pictures of a dungeon layout on the Darkest Dungeons subreddit. Ow. You gave him syphilis? What do you have, sex with the bulbous maggot? It's not okay, man. That's not okay at all. Ugh. Alright, occasionally pictures, Darkest Dungeons subreddit, of, you know, somebody getting the do X and they complete it by, like, the second room. You know, complete 100% of room battles and it's over almost immediately. Or, like, retrieve all of the this things and it's just, there's one in the starting room and, like, one in each of the first two hallways, that sort of thing. And you're just like, wow, where is that kind of luck when I need it? Today is not one of those days.
A decisive pummeling.
Today is one of those...
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Yeah, I knew there was a narration line coming there. Today is one of those run into danger at every single turn kind of days. Lost luggage is either... key or an... I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That worked out. You know what? Anti-venom, 25% blight chance. Oh, well, I guess I didn't get a choice in the matter, actually. Totally worked out. Okay. Fight and then fight. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'll deal with 3 little ectoplasms all in a row. Bloody gamble from the start. Yeah, yeah. Also, gambling discussions are a dungeon faux pas. Oh, great. They brought friends. Ugh. Okay. Focus some guys up front. I do a Hound's Harry to deal with the back. It did do the bleed damage I needed it to. That did get the kill I needed it to. So I just need one attack right up front. ASAP. And this fight is totally over. It might even be worthwhile to try to stun here. We can get it done. And then, what does that mean? That means that we can heal for a turn. The stall is alive and well, my friend. Don't let anyone tell you that it is dead. It's just a matter of taking it one turn at a time now. Again, I can try for a stun here. Don't land it. Doesn't really matter. No, bad idea. Okay, well, fine. You've got your opinion, I've got my opinion, you know. We'll agree to disagree. Alright.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
It's unlocked, so it needs nothing. And is just gold. I like just gold. And 325 is worth more than a citrine. Man. Okay. We're gonna have a fight right out the gate.
Is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
That's not quite what I had in mind. Your stun resist is 95. But my stun fu is strong. Let's get me marked as soon as possible. Now this is the second time I've ever encountered the Collector. However, the difference is this party packs a wallop. And my previous party was a fancy I buff things for a living style party. And couldn't quite accomplish the same thing. You know, I'm actually going to try for the debuff. I miss it. That's actually kind of disappointing. And I'm probably not going to land it there. So we'll let him do a collect call, which is totally fine. He does manage to get off like one. Oh, don't. No! Don't start with me. Okay. We can still hit the back. At least one of our characters can still hit the back. Headache. Okay. I'm not super worried. I mean, we're already stressed out. What are you gonna do to us? I mean, I know what you're gonna do to us, but still. Yeah. Sun's okay. I was kind of hoping that it would move him far enough back to get the Wow, really? To get the Collector into slot 3 here, so that Rogue could do things like that to him. Collect call again. It's totally fine. All I need is to act first here, so that I can do that. And then don't with the why? Stop it. It's just ugh. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's less fine. Wow. That is maybe a suboptimal choice there. Her healing the Collector could have potentially stalled this out for quite a bit longer. She was kind enough not to do that for us, though. And that means this fight is quickly going to wrap itself up. You can head game all you want, my friend. Never mind, actually, it does add protection. Maybe don't head game all you want. Okay. Oh, thank you. A little bit of healing of our own. And then... And then, I'm thinking about this. protection. You've got stun resist. So let's stun you as long as you're not taking damage from anything. And just let the bleed soak in. Totally okay. And then stun you. Oh, beautiful. I mean, I guess we just heal somebody. It's either that or mark him. And that takes care of the collected man-at-arms. All that is left is going to be our friendly Vestal. With 12 HP. Come on. With 12 HP. She goes down to not quite that, but I do land the stun with it. Okay. Alright. And that is a collector fight.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm debating. It's either the medicinal herbs or the Drifter's Buckle. I think the Drifter's Buckle, because the medicinal herbs can still be food for us. And I like the idea of food right now. Okay. So that was basically the polar opposite, come on, of my first collector fight, which took like 20 minutes and lasted God knows how many rounds. Oh man. Love it. Seriously? I mean, okay, never mind. Sorry I reprimanded you. A rare trinket is worth 1,500, like exactly as much as a stack of gold. So I'll dump it for the onyx because I only have one of them. And hopefully that plays out okay. Yeah. The last time we ran into that guy, the first and last and only time we ran into that guy, it was just a comedy of errors with it taking forever. Basically, the two parties fighting themselves to a complete stalemate with nobody really able to break through the other party's defenses. It was just bad. Just bad all around. And that time, I would say things went pretty swimmingly. Yeah. It's so unfortunate that he just, like, dipped over the threshold for damage there. You know what? Stun, 95, 55. Let's actually see if I can stun here. It would be a miracle, but, you know, miracles do happen. Okay. I would say that this party, way higher damage, much better suited to taking on somebody like the Collector, or just a boss in general. Like, this is a much better boss setup than my Guardian Man-at-Arms in the back, constantly buffing everybody's dodge. It was a very defensive party. The Collector wasn't killing us, but, man, we would have been there forever. Okay. Yeah, still he has yet to get pushed past 100 again. As I was about to say, or kind of said, very unfortunate that his stress actually got him to Fearful, because he's been under 100 like ever since. Like, he didn't end that fight at 100, and he's just had the disadvantage the entire time. With no bandages, there's like no point in us stalling anything. Yeah. You are going down hard. And there we go.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So we're having good problems. The good problem being, I've got way too much loot. What do I do with it? I am ditching our torches, which is a weird thing to think about, but we're going to be okay. We can run into stuff like this and just, you know, get a little bit extra. We need the shovels because things like that can occur. I still think the medicinal herbs have a chance to be useful, although that chance is kind of going away. Ugh. This would be the kind of fight that I wish I had a dog biscuit for. Alright, if we can get a little bit of damage on this back line to start with, and hopefully eliminate them before they can do anything. That's a guaranteed kill. What does this do? 4 to 9? I need to do 7. Not worth the risk. Okay. One fungal bombard left. Oh, I'm actually super glad that that mark missed, as these guys probably would have torn him apart with it. Of course, maybe they'll just concentrate all of their attacks on port tier instead. Alright. Should we just go for you? With the second rank, since I'll be able to stack bleed on it a little bit easier. And Hound's Rush should be able to get that job done. It does. Ugh. Okay, that's some unfortunate blight. And kind of necessitates a little bit of HP healing needed. But things aren't too bad. We've totally got this under control. Especially when things like that happen. That was really the only possible problem, was a like really inopportune time to get some 0 heals or something, and that did not happen. Now, if I could pop out a stun or two, you're gonna go down whether you like it or not. Heal here. And protection is no fun. Ugh. Dodging is even less of it. Except when I do it. When I dodge, it's the funnest thing ever. It's only when fungal claws dodge that it's a sad thing. Ugh. 2's not quite what I was looking for. But almost got rid of this guy. Oh, come on. 1 HP. There we go. Thank you. Jeez.
This expedition at least promises success.
Uncommons like 1250, I think. How many more fights do we have to do here? We've scouted to know that that's going to require a shovel. So we can't, in good conscience, get rid of the shovel. Oh, I'm so going to regret that. Like, I feel like I'm going to regret that. Of course, I may encounter no more bodies on the side of roads, and that may be worthless. The only other option I even see is that, which feels awful. Ugh. Okay, I guess we just don't get it. I am going to go ahead and camp. I need the inventory space.
Huddled together.
I could use the stress healing.
Vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
And then accuracy and crit. I could either reduce stress or let her sharpen spear and battle trance. I'm kind of okay with that. And then 5 left. He's got a big damage up, but it adds stress to himself. I think I'm okay with that. And then... one left. Meh. We kind of shifted a little bit of it around, which, like, I'm not too sad about. One thing, like, I try to consider... oh, jeez. They sussed us. Whatever that means. Like, whatever that means in this context, anyway. One thing I try to kind of keep in mind here is, like, I've got to send Lovett, I've got to send Vare for stress reduction. Hey, I didn't get ambushed in the night. That has not happened in a little bit too long. Anyway, I've got to send those guys for stress reduction kind of regardless of what happens here. So, if that's the case, then I might as well... I'm doing, like, so much to hold on to these, right? I finally get rid of it. Ugh, okay. You're my best. No, you're my best. Okay. Well, fine. You know, like, if, once we get back to town, if Port doesn't have to de-stress at all, that's awesome. Like, that's money saving. If, Rock could get away with maybe, like, just not going out for a few weeks and getting the free de-stress enough to take care of her, that's awesome. So, I feel like it's best to shuffle stress around a little bit like that and take advantage of it as much as you can. Basically, you know, stress is really an all-or-nothing game whenever we return. By the time we get back to town, it's either a matter of I need to spend money on these people, or I don't need to spend money on these people. Alright. Not loving the Ren for the old gods, but I can live with it. Don't probably want to try to stun you, as it would knock you back. And I would very much like these fungal guys not to start escape clouding every turn. It is just the worst. Especially when I have no anti-venom. Okay. Let's again just focus fire on you. 9. Well, looks like I'm not going to get a choice in my escape clouds. Heal for 0. That's what I wanted. No, bad idea. Okay. Well, you killing him before he did that would have been a better idea. Of course, maybe I'm wrong. Clearly, when it is just going to be a missed attack, maybe I was wrong. Ugh. Anything for us this turn? Yes. We are allowed to use you. Let's do the uppercut, digging it, and then I almost want to kill him so that he leaves a corpse, so that Roke is able to attack this guy in the second spot, because that would mean she could contribute something here. But you know what? I think I'm just going to heal instead. And keep healing instead. And the job is done. Okay. We actually managed to get a little bit of food, even without the need for anything else. Man. Again, good problems to have, but our inventory is just filled with gold. Like, man, it's so hard being me. All of this gold is just awful, awful stuff. Okay. Man. Okay, that's the thing that happened. I would love, just love to get out of this place. I'm actually really on edge right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like, we got two guys that are death stored. Vare is probably on the verge of losing his mind as well. That's certainly contributing to it, but I don't know. I've just, this entire dungeon expedition, I've sort of felt like we got off on a very bad foot, and that my luck has gotten better, certainly. You know, I think the fact that Lovett, like, skyrocketed to 100 stress, but then has never been over 100 in the entire dungeon. Like, he didn't end that single fight at 100 stress. Demonstrates that, oh my god, he has other lines that also pass his turn. It's like, what is not on your bloody life gonna do? And then all he did was pass. Okay. But that, you know, is fairly demonstrative of things going okay for us throughout the entire dungeon. But, man, it's just, things started to go downhill, and I've just sort of never convinced my brain that that little nosedive ever stopped. Even though I think it has. I really do. We have got a decent party lineup here. The occasional fearful pass is really the only, like,
The ground quakes.
quality I can't quite account for. But somehow, amazingly, it hasn't really done anything all that bad to us. Oh my god. Okay, what can I take here? I ditched the shovel and, like, just hope for the best, I guess. I also kind of want the uncommon trinket, so I'm gonna eat all our food, which is probably a decision that I will live to regret. It's not like a great uncommon. I mean, I've got a cudgel weight, right? But it'll sell for 12, either 1,250 or 1,500. I can't quite remember. Either way, like, almost a stack of gold, or maybe even a stack of gold. The common, I don't feel so bad about tossing away, though. And I really just need no more shovels to be needed. Oh, and the very next room to be it. Okay. Things are totally gonna work themselves out. Everything runs red. No, oh. Oh, everything is gonna be fine. Okay. Yep, I earned that. Okay.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Alrighty then. Well, that was me eating a little bit of my own hubris. Of course, here we, oh man. It wouldn't have even mattered if we hadn't. I would have been super upset if I would have carried medicinal herbs that whole time, and then only to get here and him to just hysterical blindness. Oh crap, that's actually a huge problem. His accuracy just went to -17. Okay. That's a little bit bad. Just a tad, considering. Alright, we only need to make it through one fight. It's not even that bad of a fight. Like, the stress is bad, but we're already, you know, what are they gonna do?
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Maybe throw us to pitch black and then, desperate growl. Okay. Throw us to pitch black and then cause heart attacks. I mean, that is technically what they could do.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Wow, that is an awfully large amount of stress that came very, very quickly. Okay. However, was a bloody gamble from the start. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Let's just miss, okay? I had to go for it. I need her to die, like, before she takes any action. Okay. They seem weird. I'm gonna heal him. My thought here is I didn't want to heal Vare and then him, like, immediately have a heart attack and waste it. Alright. We did, of course, see his accuracy is god-awful now. Yeah. Basically just like that.
And now the true test.
Okay.
Hold fast or expire.
I could defend him. Or I could try to stun here. Okay. I kind of like that. Please kill her. Oh my god. Okay. Doesn't quite get it done. Oh, please don't hit him. Oh, please don't. Thank you.
This is no place for the
Don't
weak
thank you.
or foolhardy.
She took out Vare. Wow. Oh, that hurts so bad. Like, oh man. Our level 6 occultist. We need healers. Don't kill our occultist,
Teetering
man.
on the brink, facing the abyss.
I'm not loving that either. Okay. Heal me. I would love to heal you. Unfortunately, our healer died to an attack that did 0 damage because, you know, that's how this works. Irrational.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
Okay. Now, I'm really hoping that I am not just doubling down on disaster here. I don't think I am, but you never know you are until it's too late. That's so little damage to do to him. 5 to 9. There's no point doing that there. That adrenaline rush is kind of a waste too. Maybe 5 damage will matter in the end.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Oh, he became powerful. Okay, that's something. Yeah, it does kind of smell like death here. I'm not denying that. Okay, I would love for a stun to land. Thank you. Now just don't bleed out, Hort. Your blood, your blood, your blood. Okay. Alright. Thank you. Okay, that's the only thing that mattered, was that right there. That he did not die from that bleeding. Okay. Sigh of relief. Hort lives. Vare died. Oh. Jeez. Okay then. We'll try to take everything. Fail, of course. And we need to take the cleansing crystal back. It's a very rare trinket. It's worth like gobs. So we toss the sapphire, I think. Yeah, that's like the cheapest thing we've got here. That's really weird that a sapphire is the cheapest thing you've got. But I do believe it is. So we do something like that. And yay. Wow. Reinvigorate. Yay, a boon at last, indeed. We needed a boon by the end of all that. I am terrified to take a single step as these guys are both bleeding and on death's door. So we are not going to be taking a single step and instead tiptoe our way back.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Instead, tiptoe our way back to the manor. We did get 35,000 gold for that. Is that worth it? Probably not. I should run the numbers so that I actually know what does it cost us to lose a level 6 character. Anybody wanna give me those?
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Oh God, Rieri, that's like a terrifying description. Okay, so horrible things happened back here as well. Drunken Bender hasn't been seen since, you know, these things happen. Riviere observed unsavory activities and now refuses to take part in organized prayer ever again. And what's funny is I don't think she was alone in there. Like, I think there were other characters. Did I actually make her pray? I guess I had to have. If she had a little bit more. Okay, so she wasn't with anybody else. I imagined that. Some negative quirk thingies removed. Jeez. It's, the Vare death is just... Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. I should probably add everything up and figure out what it costs. Keep in mind, I do not level up every skill of a character, so it's however much it takes to get 4 skills and the blacksmith stuff for one character. Is 30,000 the cost of a man's life? Maybe it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more episodes on the channel, you know, as often as I can make them at this point. Probably every other day until future notice. And if you did enjoy this, feel free to drop a comment below or leave a like to let me know. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.